BSc in accounting. I've been a professional accountant. Then I went into my private business. I've been a contractor for defense formations. One of them is Defense Intelligence Agency and some other military formations in the country. I used to also be a telecom infrastructure. I won the first set of people that were erecting cell sites all over the country, and later we went into fiber optics infrastructure. I joined hands with the Oyo State government between 2009 and 2010 to have what we call Oyo Towers, a PPP program, and in telecom infrastructure, whereby through telecom infrastructure the state government can be generating some revenue. I was the chairman of Oyo Towers. There was 25 years concessions agreement for that exclusive company. And since then, not until 2016, 2017, when my predecessor died, late 2016, then I was called upon to come and take the mantle of kingship in Ogbomoso. And I was appointed as the Olubon of Orile-Ekpon on the 15th of July 2017. And on my appointment, it read that Prince Francis Olushola now, hereby appointed and signed by the Executive Governor, Senator Abiola Jumobi, hereby appointed as the Olubon of Orile-Ekpon for development and peaceful coexistence of Orile-Ekpon. I see that as a calling. I think it is a call to service. Everybody see
here is information from Wikipedia.
Different. But being a king, for me, I see it as a call to service. To service. The call to service in order to manage my people, for peaceful coexistence of my people, for peaceful coexistence of Oyo State, for peaceful coexistence of Southwest region, and for peaceful coexistence of Nigeria. There's no way you will have, there's no way you want to have economic development. You must first of all coexist peacefully. And, those two things interwoven. Political problem and economic problem. It is when you resolve the political problem before you can go into economic problem. My wife also was a former Indian bank, so we both, and also she was a provincial pastor in Redeemed Christian Church. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, with all this experience, with all my discipline, my training from childhood to this day, I believe it can only be God for anybody to be on the throne. And it is only God that can help whoever will, because the Bible even said the heart of the kings and judges are in his hands. So for whatever I do on the throne, it takes the grace of God, and it is only the grace of God that can direct the affair of any king. And I look forward to God in all I do. And I will always urge everybody in this country, no matter your situation, no matter how big you are, no matter how institutionalized you are, try and have the fear of God. That's the only way we will live in peace.
Your Royal Majesty, thank you so much for this extensive history. It has covered like 2 questions already.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, kindly give us your opinion to the solutions of the current insecurity challenge that the country is facing?
The current insecurity challenges we have in the country is all about leadership. The people managing the affair of this country, they do not have the fear of God. Most of them are not disciplined. Indiscipline has hit every sector of our life. Because if you are disciplined, when you get to a position of authority, you will manage it properly. 95%, I kept saying it before BBC, 95% of our politicians do not merit to be in position of authority. And I'm bold enough to say it. Because most of them, during election, they got into power either by crooked means, through irregularities. Some of them, they bribe their way into power because we do not have the right people in power. Those who are the right people were deprived. I borrow from the language of the former chairman INEC. He said it. Ataru Jega. He said, majority of the problem we're having today is because wrong people went through the back door, and because some of them will be senators, some of them want to be governor, some of them want to. If you look at the problem, they will now put all the problem on judiciary. They'll be going to court. They want to bribe their way through court too. We have the wrong people in power. Governors, some of them do not even have certificates. Some of them bought their certificates. If somebody who has spent about 1 billion, 2 billion, 3 billion, because they believe that politics is all about business, let me invest. Then the money that you're supposed to give each constituency for people to live on, for the country to develop, or for the local government, or for the state to develop, you first of all take your money. Already there is economic crunch all over the country. So what I see in this country now today, majority of the people in power, they are not the right people in power. So it shows that we are in a failed state. And everything must be restructured. Restructured from day one. Go to National Assembly, 90% of those in National Assembly do not merit it. All of them, they are, is either their godfather put them there. Some of them who do not have godfather, they will bribe their way through election. So when you have all this, are we having the right people? Because the person has a mission. Because the person unqualified do not merit to be there. So because the person do not merit to be there, it can never be productive. They do not have the required skills to manage the affair of Nigeria. Look at the budget we are having every year. In the last 10 years, we've been having deficit budget. When you borrow, I as an accountant, I will tell you, if you have a deficit budget, that year cannot be productive. If you look at our capex and our opex, the capital expenditure is nothing to talk of. The opex, the operating expenditure, is more higher. And when you look at it, is overhead, payment of salaries, ghost workers. And by the time you use the money you borrow, you are using money to borrow salary, to pay salary. You are not using money. If you go and borrow, you borrow money to do something productive. There will be more, that will generate more. And most of them, they know, they are aware of it. What have they done? How many industries do we have? The industries have been shared among those who will create monopoly. We have a few billionaires who monopolize the whole situation. We are not living in a competitive economy. If this one wants to come, is either it goes to Dangote, is either it goes to Rabiu, is either it goes to this one, maybe some few Nigerians, maybe some few Southerners too, maybe Otedola and one or two other people. No, we cannot develop our economy on that trend. We should be able to spread it. Don't give one single person an exclusive right.